This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot cause I'm fly. You ain't cause you're not. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Hello, my achievers. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and it is called, as you can see by the title of the video, of course, individuality. Okay, now this is a very interesting and very crucial topic that I'm actually going to speak about because it is about you. And as you all know, that on my channel I speak about self. That's it. I speak about your mindset. I speak about your personal goals. I speak about your personal growth. I really speak about how you can influence the outside world instead of the outside world influencing you. Before we actually get started on the video, I would like to just give you guys a disclaimer. I speak about the things that I have observed and that I have experienced, and I speak about these things because I don't want you going through the same thing and not having an idea on what to do. Okay, and I don't want y'all guys to be feeling some type of way when you're in a situation and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm alone, I've never done this before. No, you have. Okay, if you watch the end, you have been through these things that I talk about, and if you have not, when you get to those things, you already know what to do because you have watched CLEN. So in my previous video, I spoke about self-actualization and the steps on how to actually get to that stage in your life. Now, for a brief summary, self-actualization, right, is just a phase of a human being when they have realized the full potential of becoming what they want, or of achieving the goals that they deserve or the goals that they have set for themselves. If you have not watched my previous video, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, because like, come on, that was the best video. Okay, that was the best advice. But anyways, so like I said before, I realized that I was also in that stage of self-actualization. You know, it's not about achieving the greatest things in life. It is just knowing that you have full potential of actually achieving those great things in life. And that's where I am at right now. And I have realized that I had to learn the concept of self-isolation, self-awareness, and self-knowledge, and all these concepts fall under one category, which is individuality. Now, before we go any further, what is individuality? Because I know individuality is a broad concept. Individuality is who you are without the influence of the outside world, society, family, friends, or just regular people. It is something that you are born with. Individuality is who you are from birth. It is your innate traits such as your identity, your mindset. Because remember, we don't all share the same mindset, and we definitely don't share identity. So that comes with individuality. So all those build your individuality, because we don't share the same things. We don't share the same mindset. We don't share the same personality. We don't share the same identity. Hell no, because like life would be boring. You know what I mean? We don't share none of those things. So that is my own definition of individuality. When you type on Google what is the meaning of individuality, it will state that it is your uniqueness, your different traits, or different qualities of your life or of who you are. Like I said before, that individuality is a very broad concept, and also it is very essential to actually take note and learn about your individuality, because it can be easily forgotten and lost, and if it is lost, it is hard to gain or even brought back. So how do people lose their individuality? And they lose it without even realizing it that they have lost. Let's say, for an example, a toddler. All right, a toddler is used to playing with toys, right? Cars, dolls, and etc. And then all of a sudden, the toddler sees the parent using a tablet or a phone. Immediately, the child is going to want to use that same phone, because why are you using the phone and I'm just playing here with toys. So the parent has then influenced the child subconsciously to actually play with phones instead of toys. Basically, it is what we see as cool stuff that actually brings our attention to want to have an interest in those cool stuff, and eventually we start having the idea that okay, I want to have what they have because it seems cooler than what I have. Basically the child is saying that, okay, you playing with this phone of yours and like I'm playing with these toys, which means your phone is cooler because here you are. Because at the end of the day, the child does look up to an adult, right? So they will be like, girl, you playing with the cool stuff, I want that. Subconsciously we influence ourselves that thinking things that other people have that we look up to are actually cool, and we start developing this interest of thinking, yeah, I also should have that. But really you're just following the majority. So the first one is wanting to fit in. Okay, in this society that changes trends every 2 seconds, we all want to fit in. Okay, not all of us, but we all have this thing of wanting to fit in. For what reason? When there's a certain trend, we all want to follow, we all want to jump into the trend because we see it as cool, but really it is not, because at the end of the day it's gonna be outdated. Then the next trend is gonna come, the next trend is gonna come, and you just keep on jumping onto this loops of trends for no apparent reason. You don't even know what your style is. You don't even know what type of trend you actually liked, because you constantly jumping on trends on a daily. You might even jump on a trend that is not even your style, but because it's cool, you will jump into it because you just want to fit in. You just want to become the majority. Now, second one is being liked. I hate this one because it feels like you're a pick me. You always want to do things for other people because you want to show them that you are capable of being in their lives. Like, no, you'll lose your identity because of that. You'll lose your identity because you're too focused on impressing other people instead of impressing yourself, instead of getting to know yourself, instead of getting to do the things that you want to do. You want to do other people's things. Like, I hate this one so much, to the point where like I'm just irritated, because you overexhaust yourself, you overwork yourself just because you want people to like you. You don't even concentrate on your goals, your plans, your resting days, because you are too focused on helping other people instead of helping yourself, because you want to be liked, you want to be seen, you want to be part of the majority. You don't even know what your interests are anymore because you are just too interested in other people's interests, because you want to be liked. You want to be part of the family. You want to be part of the friend group. You are losing your individuality. You're losing your identity. You're losing your mindset because you just want to go wherever your group of friends are going. If you don't feel like you're not supposed to be going somewhere with your friends, then don't go. If you don't feel like agreeing with what your family is doing, then don't agree with it. Like, stay on business. Like, stay on your ground and be like, no, I'm not taking it. You just want to be taking whatever that's on the table because you want to be liked. You don't want to be seen as rude. You don't want to be seen as, oh, the Karen stereotype. You don't even want to stand on business because you might think people will not like you because you're not agreeing with them. Yes, people will not like people that challenge them. It is who people are. It is what humans are. It's what they do. They don't like it when you just challenge them or question everything that they do. The third one is being uncomfortable with who you are. Now, I don't understand this. I really don't understand this, because in my previous videos, I mentioned that you should study yourself, get to know yourself, go on solo dates, learn qualities and traits about yourself, about your personality, etc. So if you don't like your personality, you don't like your qualities or the way you are living, you can always change it. Right? For you, for your benefit, not for other people's benefit. So why don't you do it? Let's say you have now studied yourself and you're still uncomfortable with yourself. It is all right to change your personality. Okay, there are many ways to change your personality. Just look up Just look for a role model, someone maybe like a celebrity, or someone that is accessible to study that person and their personality, and just try to align yourself with their personality. That's how you can actually evolve or enhance your personality, by looking at other people's personality and be like, I don't like her personality. Oh, this quality, she's got attitude, I don't like that. All those type of things. The third one is not accepting who you are and the things that you already have. You need to appreciate who you are. You need to appreciate the person that you want to become, and you need to appreciate the things that you have. Not appreciating and accepting things as they are sometimes can make you develop enviness, jealousy for other people, and greed. Okay, you need to accept the things that you have so that you can actually enhance those things. Not accepting yourself and your life will lead you to wish that you could have somebody else's life. And that's not a way of living. That's already covering and demolishing your individuality. It is demolishing your individuality. It is demolishing your self-awareness, your self-knowledge, your self-isolation, your authenticity, and your originality of who you are as a person since the day you are born. You cannot ruin your identity because you want to become somebody else, just because they have achieved other things in life that are great. You are also going to achieve those great things in life. Just believe in yourself. The first step in believing in yourself is to accept what you can do. Accept that you are you, and accept the things that you have already. The fifth one is being unable to live without a person. Oh my God. Like, what do you mean, child? There is somebody out there that cannot sit for 10 minutes with them and their own thoughts. Why? What do you mean? Like, you have to be in somebody else's company just to survive, just to be able to breathe. You have to be with somebody else's company. You have to depend on other people so that you can survive. How do you then express your individuality in a crowd? How do you express your individuality when you have company already, when you have somebody influencing your thoughts, when you have somebody influencing your judgments, when you have somebody influencing how you do things and how you're supposed to process things? You start to lose your individuality when you don't even have to think of the slightest things that you need to do, because somebody else is already thinking those things for you. Like, you want to go for a drive. No, I got my partner. He gonna take me for a drive. Do it yourself. Like, you always want company. Oh my God, let me just go out and have a good time. I need a friend. I cannot do it alone. I need a friend. Where's your individuality? You know that we get influenced subconsciously. Even our behavior gets influenced by other people's company, by other people's behavior. We don't even realize that. There's a time where a person might say to you, oh my God, you are so bubbly when such and such is around you. Oh my God, when such and such is around you, you feel a bit off. You're just quiet. You don't talk a lot. That's because of their energy. You reflect what they give you. Okay, you reflect. Your energy gets comfortable when you are with someone who you are comfortable with. Let's say your best friend. You and your best friend do crazy things. You do the craziest things and you'll laugh at stupid things. But when you are with a particular friend that y'all don't hang out that much, you're more reserved, right? You're just more calm and collected. That's because they influence your energy and your behavior with theirs. You don't trust them much. You already know that y'all don't get on the same level mentally. But with your best friend, it's like, let's laugh at stupid things. Like, you already know when you're giving each other the look, it's like, girl, I got you. Those type of things. So people influence your behavior, people influence your judgment, people influence your mindset, your thoughts, the way you talk. It is just because of the energy. So why you always have to be with somebody 24/7? Because you are always influenced 24/7. And the last one is you always have to be in a crowded place. You always have to be where there's noise, there's voices, there's just loud noise population everywhere. You can't even hear your own thoughts because you just always all the time prefer to be with a crowd. This corresponds to my previous point. When you always have to be with other people, you cannot not once be on your own. You cannot even acknowledge your own feelings, your own thoughts, because you are always with a crowd. You cannot hear your thoughts because you always with a crowd. You just always with somebody. This corresponds to my previous point when I said you can never be alone. You always want company. Sometimes you need to be within yourself. You need to hear yourself. Okay, not only hear your thoughts, but also hear yourself, hear your feelings, nurse your feelings, feel your emotions alone. You do not have to feel your emotions with a crowd. When you get hurt, the first person you call your friend. Oh, Chummy, this is what happened. Like sometimes you just gotta have to feel it alone. You gotta go and take the journey on your own. Okay, if you wanna go far, take the journey alone, trust me. Now, why is individuality important? Well, first of all, uniqueness draws attention. Okay, if you want to be seen, especially in this economy, you have to be unique. You don't have to follow the majority. You don't have to follow what everybody does in the same crowd. Okay, if you want to be seen, be unique, be different. You become unforgettable. Okay, being different brings this emotion of mystery. Okay, people wonder what was happening when you thought of this idea. Why are you actually taking a different route while everybody's taking the same route? And also it brings the sense of fear, because humans fear what they don't understand and what they don't know, and different is what people do not understand and don't know, because they don't even know how you got to the idea of being so different, out of the idea of being not the same as the majority. If you bring in the emotion of fear towards other people, you actually intimidate them, and that's what they're afraid of. They afraid of being intimidated. Like that's strange for them. If everybody's the same, easy, everybody is okay, whatever. But if you are just so different, like let's say all of us have navy blue suits on and you come with a pink suit, I will remember you, and I will be intimidated by you, because what do you mean you get to wear a different suit and we get to wear the same suit? Like, what makes you so special? You see, it gives that kind of idea, that kind of feeling, that kind of thinking from people. You also become interesting. You don't bring the same ideas that everybody else brings. You don't bring the same atmosphere that everybody else brings, or the same energy. You are just interesting. Like, how do you come up with these ideas? Why do you have these ideas? Like, what do you do for a living to actually be so different? That's what you bring to people's minds. You start questioning people's minds about you, and that makes you interesting for them because you are unique, and you make them so interested in you because you make them curious. And when they are curious, they start being interested in the things that you do. You also get confident. Okay, if you are comfortable in your own skin, if you are comfortable that you are different, if you embrace your uniqueness, embrace your individuality, you get confident, because you're not thinking about what other people expect from you. You're thinking about what you expect from yourself. You're not thinking about, I can become exactly the same as this person. You're not thinking about that. You're thinking about, how can I enhance myself to become better, not to become somebody else. it is important to have individuality because you get to stand out and stand up for yourself. You don't take any offer that's on the table. That's what I like about individuality. You know what you want, and you will question whatever they offer you, because not everything they offer makes your life better. And it's okay if they always say, oh my God, you're always complaining, you're always just disagreeing with us and all those things. Yeah, be the Karen in the group. Okay, just stand on business and say, like, I'm not having it. It does not align with my aesthetic. It does not align with my personality. It does not align with my life. It does not align with my religion. It does not align with anything part of me, and I'm saying no to it, period. What you gonna do about it? Like, give me something else, because I'm not taking the offer that you want to give me. Because why do I have to settle for this offer? Why? Could you give me? No, child. Stand on business and speak up. Being different means that you are destined for greatness. Okay, being unique means that you get to come up with the most brilliant ideas that will change your life, or even change the whole world, if just not your family or friends or the people that you are close with. It will make you happier in life. It will make you just grow bigger. You are destined for greatness because you're not following the majority. You are just following your own path. You know where you are going. Remember, we are born as individuals, and we all have individual purposes in life. You focus on yourself and focus on your individuality, you will actually conquer the purpose of why you are brought onto this earth. Today's assignment is, how do we bring back our individuality? So be comfortable with who you are. Accept that you are this type of person, and if not, you can always change, or enhance your personality, enhance yourself, become better for yourself, not for other people. Don't be too focused on what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. Yes, sometimes it is important to get motivation from other people. That is definitely true. But if you start feeling some type of jealousy, enviness, or greed towards other people, no. You need to back up, ground yourself, and actually hear yourself think and see what exactly it is that you are doing incorrectly. Okay. Number 2 is, ask the hows, the whys, the where. Okay, don't just accept anything that comes your way, or accept anything that people give you. You know, you need to ask, like, why must I settle for this? I'm not going to settle for this. It doesn't feel right to me. How did you get to this point? You know, you must always ask the whys, the hows. It does not matter if they call you Curious George. Yeah, you are Curious George, because some things don't sit right with you, and that is okay. Spend time with yourself. Like, allow yourself to experience and explore different things of this world. You know, I always say that in my other video, or in my channel rather, that you need to explore things on your own. Sometimes you don't always have to be with somebody who's gonna cloud your judgment, somebody who's gonna cloud your thoughts, your emotions. Sometimes you gotta feel things on your own. So be on your own. Spend time on your own. Get to know yourself. Study yourself. One time a person is going to ask you, what's your favorite ice cream? You're going to be like, friend, what's my favorite ice cream? And the friend has to say, it's vanilla. You know damn well that you enjoy mint. But you're going to say it's vanilla. Why? I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Solo date. Okay, easy. Go on solo dates. Doesn't matter whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married, whether you are single. Go on solo dates for yourself, for you, and experience things. Experience what it's like when you are just eating on your own, when you are at your own company, not at somebody else's company. Just experience eating alone. You know, be in your own thoughts. Laugh at the things that you have done that were weird and embarrassing back in the day. The last one is, and I know because everybody is like, oh my God, it has become a stereotype type of thing, but you need to journal. And I'm being for real. You need to journal your thoughts and just sometimes also take time to just read your journal and be like, oh my god, what was I going through? Like, damn, you know, that's how you can bring your individuality back. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I've been Ciely Ann, and it was so nice talking to y'all guys. Anyways, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Very important that you do. And if y'all guys have any other ideas on what I should talk about, or y'all guys have questions, please let me know down the comments. And yeah,